Very very good evening, Anirudh and everyone. Very good evening, students. Chaliye. So, first of all, I welcome each one of you to my class on the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986. Let's start with my brief introduction first. My name is Sandeep Khatri. These are my areas of specialization. As you can see on the screen, the constitutional law, criminal law, commercial law, family law, and law of torts. Students, this is the link of my profile of Unacademy. So make sure you follow that to get all the updates about my special classes and my plus courses. After that, I have shared the link of my Telegram channel where you can connect with me and ask your queries in relation to your judicial preparation. At last, I have mentioned my code that is Khatri10, which you can use to get free access of all the special classes available on Unacademy app. So this was about me. Now I request you, everyone, please be attentive, and this is going to be an interactive session. So the moment you feel you're not clear with anything, feel free to ask your questions. So today we are going to solve some MCQs from the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986. Very good evening, Anirudh, Vandana, Husanpreet Kaur. Very good evening. Chaliye ji. On that note, let's begin with with this test. One humble request, students. Before answering any question, please do write down the question number. Okay, so suppose if you are answering for question number 1, numeric 1, and then whatever your answer is, A, B, C, or D. Okay, so here comes the very first question. Any film in respect of which provisions of part of the Cinematograph Act 1952 will be applicable is protected under the Act by virtue of. So, which is the section that is basically giving protection to any film in relation to indecent representation of women? Vandana, first one to answer correctly, that is section number 4. This is the correct answer, students. So, section number 4 gives the protection to any film. Okay, so C is the correct answer. Next one. Who can be an aggrieved person under the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986? Okay, first one to answer correctly, Vandana, followed by Anirudh. A is the correct answer, students, because when we are talking about the indecent representation of women, the aggrieved person can be only women, not men or transgender. So the correct answer is going to be A only. Who is empowered to make rules under Section 10 of the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986? Okay, Vandana, please do correct your answer. When it comes to section number 10, okay, the power to make rules is of central government, not the state government. Okay. So B is the correct answer. Aprajita, correct answer, that is central government. The Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986 come into force on which date? It's okay, Vandana. You don't need to be sorry for that. Okay. Aprajita and Vandana, correct answer? Okay. Uh, Siddharth 1000, please do correct your answer. I'm asking about come into force. Okay. So when it comes to come into force, the date is going to be 2nd October 1987. Okay. So that is the correct answer. Next. Prohibition under Section 3 of the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986 is for Vandana, there is no mock tomorrow. First, I will complete the act. Okay. So I'll go with this PCP and DT. Okay. Question number 5. Okay. I have not received the correct answer for question number 5 till now. Aprajita, Vandana, Anirudh, and Siddharth, please do correct your answer. See, read the question carefully. Prohibition under section 3 is for who is prohibited under section 3 of the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act. So all men, women, and transgender are prohibited. No one can do the indecent representation of women. Okay, so the answer is going to be D, all of the above. I hope it's clear now. Next. Which of the following is not an exception of Section 4 of the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986? Vandana, for that, keep revising. Okay, when it comes to your major laws or minor laws, you have read those in your colleges as well. After that, in your coaching as well. But when it comes to these special laws, you have read it only one time. So make sure you keep it revising on at least on every, once in a week. Okay. Aprajita, Vandana. Correct answer. That is of C. Any film in respect of which the provisions of Part 2 of Cinematograph Act 1952 will not be applicable. Okay. So C is the correct answer. The provisions of CRPC 1973 shall so far as may be apply to any search or seizure under this act as they apply to any search or seizure made under the authority of a warrant issued under section dash of the said code. Vandana, Pratyush, Aprajita, Siddharth. Okay, everyone's answer is correct. That is basically we are talking about section 94. B is the correct answer. Which of the following statement is correct in relation to the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986? Vandana and Pratyush, correct answer. Aprajita, please do correct. When it comes to question number 8, A is the correct answer. That is, no entry under section 5 clause 1 shall be made into a private dwelling house without a warrant. Okay. So this one is the correct answer. Section number of the special laws are equally important. So penalty under section dash of the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act. So which section we are talking about? Vandana, Pratyush, Aprajita, and Siddharth. Everyone's answer is correct. That is basically section number 6 we are talking about. Any person who contravenes the provisions of section 3 or section 4 of the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986 shall be punishable on first conviction with. So basically we are here talking about the punishment. Aprajita, Vandana and Pratyush, correct answer students. इसमें ये प्लीज फोकस रखना कि दिस इज व्हाट हैज बीन आस्क्ड इन द क्वेश्चन, first conviction or second or subsequent conviction. So when it comes to the first conviction, it is going to be imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 2 years and with a fine which may extend to 2000 rupees. So D is the correct answer. Penalty under section 6 of the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986 for second and subsequent conviction is Vandana and Aprajita. Correct answer. Pratyush, please do correct yourself. Read the question carefully. Second and subsequent conviction. When we talk about second and subsequent, that is going to be the same. The difference is going to be first and second conviction, or first and second and subsequent conviction. So that is going to be different. But as far as this question is concerned, this is going to be same only. That is B. Under section 6, in the event of second or subsequent conviction. See, now you can see in the case of second or subsequent conviction, whatever the option may be, whatever the punishment may be, that is going to be the same. But the difference is going to be for first and second. Aprajita, Pratyush, and Vandana. Correct answer, that is of A, which is basically not less than 6 months but which may extend to 5 years, and also with a fine of not less than 10,000 rupees but which may extend to 1 lakh rupees. Okay. Who is responsible in case of offense under this act committed by company under section 7 of the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986? Top 3 students to answer correctly: Vandana, Aprajita, Pratyush. Okay. Siddharth and SC law classes, please do correct your answer. When it comes to section 7, who is responsible? Every person, ठीक है जी, who was in the charge. So basically the manager, or you can say, so that manager is responsible, and that company as well. Okay, when you are going to read section 7, the term that has been used is as well as company. Okay, but obviously the company will get only the punishment as far as fine is concerned. When it comes to imprisonment, that is going to be for that person, the manager, the person in charge of the company. So the correct answer is going to be C, both A and B, as per to section 7. Offense under section 8. Whether the offense is bailable or non-bailable, cognizable or non-cognizable, this question has been answered in CRPC, that is your schedule 1. But as far as your special laws are concerned, if they have mentioned in it, for example, in our case, section 8 has already mentioned that what is going to be the status in the cases of offenses in relation to the indecent representation of women, then we don't need to go to schedule 1 of CRPC. So section 8 will basically prevail. Aprajita, Vandana, Siddharth 1000, and Pratyush. Everyone's answer is correct. That is C, bailable and cognizable. Okay. Advertisement under the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act includes. So this term advertisement has been defined. So this question is basically from the essentials, that advertisement includes what as per to these options. Vandana, Aprajita, and Pratyush. Everyone's answer is correct. That is all of the above. Yes, correct answer, Aprajita. Section 2A defines the term advertisement. Correct answer, Siddharth. The Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986. Choose the most appropriate option. Act number. Siddharth, only student to answer this correctly. Aprajita and Vandana, please correct yourself. This is Act number 60 of 1986. So A is the correct answer. Pratyush Kumar, correct answer. Which section is prohibiting of publication or sending by post of books, pamphlets, etc., which is containing indecent representation of women? So basically, you cannot send it by post of books or pamphlets or use in any of your publications under section. Aprajita, Vandana, Siddharth. Correct answer. So B is the correct answer. Yes, Pratyush, correct answer. So section number 4. Indecent representation of women defined under section. Aprajita followed by Vandana. Correct answer. Indecent representation of women, one of the most important section. Okay, usually all your definition clauses of all the special laws are very, very, very important. Okay. Vandana, for act number, make sure you make a different chart, a completely different chart. Okay. On one hand, you write all the 9 special laws and then their act numbers. Okay. Then that will not be get mixed up. Okay. Pratyush, correct answer. Paras, correct answer. Deepa, correct answer. So that is basically 2C. Definition of advertisement is given under section. So the term advertisement has been defined under this act. Aprajita, Vandana, Siddharth, Pratyush. Everyone's answer is correct. That is D, section 2A. Who is authorized to make arrest under the Indecent Representation of Women Act 1986? Aprajita, Vandana, Pratyush. Sorry, no. Aprajita and Vandana only. Correct answer. Pratyush Kumar, please correct yourself. The correct answer is B, that is any gazetted officer under state government. Okay. Deepa, correct answer. B is the correct one. This is one from your landmark judgment, students. The partners were prosecuted under section 292 of IPC for selling copies of an allegedly obscene book. So that is your name of the book and the author. So these are the facts of which of the following judgment. Even when it comes to IPC as well, this is a landmark judgment. Vandana and Aprajita. Correct answer. Followed by Pratyush Kumar. So it's a landmark judgment, students. Ranjit D. Udeshi versus State of Maharashtra. This is basically your correct answer. Yes, Vandana. Under which section it is written that if you are using bona fide in a good faith any of the religious purposes, so it is going to be an exception under section which? Vandana, Aprajita, Pratyush Kumar, and Deepa. Correct answer. That is your section number 4. Protection has been given to the central government or any state government or any officer of the central government or any state government under section. So this is basically if you are doing your job and in a good faith, if you are committed any mistake, so you will be protected from any of the legal proceedings, whether it is a criminal proceedings or a legal lawful suit, you will get the protection. And if you are the one who is getting the protection, so that protection will be given under section which of the following? Aprajita, Pratyush, Vandana, and Siddharth. Deepa, everyone's answer is correct. That is section number 9. So this is the same section we are talking about. Now we are basically here talking about the reasons which needs to be fulfilled. No suit, prosecution, or other legal proceedings shall lie against the central government if that is done in Aprajita, Vandana, and Pratyush. Correct answer. Siddharth, correct answer. That is C. Good faith or intending to be done under this act. What is the preamble of the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986? Vandana, Aprajita, and Pratyush. Top three students to answer correctly. Deepa, please correct yourself. The answer is going to be both A and B. So whether it is about advertisements, okay, to prohibit advertisements which are showing indecent representation, or others, you can say publications, writings, paintings, figures, or in any other manner. Okay, so the answer is going to be C, both A and B. Siddharth, please do correct yourself. The answer is going to be both A and B. Advertisements as well, and the publications, this writings, paintings, figures as well. So both A and B. Now, anything which you are not clear with from the Indecent Representation of Women Prohibition Act 1986, you may ask. Any section which is not clear to you, this is your time to ask questions. Yes, please. And if it is all clear, quickly give me a thumbs up. I'll wrap up the session. Okay, Aprajita, all clear. Then at least once in a week, keep revising these acts. These are short ones, easy ones. Pratyush, power of arrest. See, when it Pratyush, for that you may refer section number 5, which gives you the power to enter, the power to search, power to seize, power to examine any of the records. Okay, so all the powers has been given to the gazetted officer appointed by the state government on this behalf. Okay, Vandana, you may ask that in the class. Chaliye ji. So on that note, this is the link of my profile, my Telegram channel, and this is my code Khatri10. Let's crack PCS J with an academy. This is the batch which has been recently started from December 20th, rapid revision for UP and Chhattisgarh Judiciary. This is the batch which has been recently started from December 27th. The name is Prarambh. This is the Sankalp UP PCS J prelims batch started from December 17. This is your revamped test series and the offering for this December. This is your plus and iconic prices. This is your Articulate, an initiative by Unacademy Monthly Current Affairs magazine, which is coming soon. These are the YouTube channels and the Telegram channels of Unacademy. And that's it from my end. See you in my next class. Till then, yes, it's time to say peace.